Welcome, seekers of the abyss. Today we delve on a journey into the darkest corners of the universe, where knowledge is a curse and the truth can unravel your sanity. Today we dive into the chilling realm of cosmic horror, where the line between fiction and reality blurs, and every shadow hides a question you wish you'd never asked. What makes this journey even more unsettling is that these aren't just stories of ancient gods or unimaginable creatures. No, these are theories, disturbing, mind-bending ideas that confront not only the vastness of the cosmos, but also the fragility of our own existence. They will force you to question everything, your purpose, your beliefs, and even the very fabric of reality. This isn't for the faint of heart. These theories don't just challenge what you know, they make you wonder if knowing anything at all is safe. If you're here, it means you're ready, or maybe just curious enough to peek into the abyss. Just remember, curiosity often comes at a price. Prepare yourself, because what lies ahead is not merely terrifying, it's deeply, existentially unsettling. Let's begin. The universe is vast, infinite, and eerily quiet. For centuries, we've looked to the stars, wondering if we're alone. Yet, despite the countless galaxies, planets, and the apparent potential for intelligent life, we've found no evidence of anyone else. This mystery has given rise to numerous explanations, from the Fermi paradox to the Great Filter, but none are as chilling as the dark forest theory, a hypothesis that turns the silence of the cosmos into a terrifying warning. At its core, the dark forest theory describes the universe as a vast, shadowy forest filled with hunters, civilizations scattered across the stars, each one hiding in fear. The reasoning is simple. In a universe filled with intelligent life, every civilization is a potential threat. To broadcast your existence is to risk being hunted. And in this dark forest, there is only one rule: stay silent or be destroyed. Imagine walking through a dense, pitch-black forest at night. You know you're not alone. You can feel the presence of others, though you can't see or hear them. Everyone is armed, and no one knows anyone else's intentions. The safest strategy is to remain hidden, to avoid making a sound or giving away your position. Because in this forest, the first to be noticed is often the first to be eliminated. This analogy captures the essence of the dark forest theory. Civilizations, no matter how advanced, don't know if their neighbors are friendly or hostile. Even if they are peaceful, how can they be sure that another civilization won't see them as a threat? The only way to guarantee survival is to hide, to camouflage your presence in the vastness of space, or, in the worst case, to strike first before the other party has a chance to do the same. The implications of this theory are deeply unsettling. What if the silence we observe isn't due to a lack of life, but because intelligent civilizations know better than to reveal themselves? The universe might be teeming with life, but we'd never know because everyone is hiding. Worse yet, if anyone breaks that silence, they risk triggering a chain reaction of violence. A single civilization sending signals into the void could be like a flashlight in the dark forest, attracting predators from all directions. This idea was first articulated in 1983 by David Brin as a response to the Fermi paradox, but it was popularized in the science fiction novel The Dark Forest by Liu Cixin. Liu expanded on the concept, imagining a cosmos where civilizations live in constant paranoia, their silence a desperate attempt to avoid destruction. Some civilizations, he suggests, may even preemptively destroy others upon detecting them, not out of malice, but as a cold, calculated act of self-preservation. The theory's chilling brilliance lies in its logic. Consider the sheer number of unknowns. What are another civilization's values? What if their biology, culture, or technology renders them incompatible with ours? Could they see us as a threat simply because of our potential to grow? Given these uncertainties, the safest assumption is that any contact could be lethal. And here's where it gets even darker. The existence of one civilization that doesn't adhere to this paranoia, one reckless species willing to announce its presence, could doom the entire forest. If an advanced predatory civilization exists, it might not just destroy the beacon species, it could scour the galaxy for others, like a hunter clearing out a territory. Some interpretations of the theory go even further, suggesting that this forest isn't just filled with cautious civilizations, but may also harbor predators so vast and incomprehensible that their mere presence could obliterate entire planets. These super predators wouldn't hunt out of necessity or malice, but simply because they can. To them, wiping out a civilization might be as casual as stepping on an anthill. This could explain why we found no evidence of other life. Civilizations may have existed before us, only to be eliminated by those who deemed them a threat, or worse, by something that consumes everything indiscriminately, a cleaner of the cosmic forest. The fact that we're still here might simply mean that we've been lucky so far, hidden by the vast distances of space. But that luck could run out the moment we're noticed. Imagine the universe as a vast, indifferent expanse where incomprehensible entities, often referred to as the Great Old Ones or Ancients, once dabbled with the creation of life, not with purpose or malice, but out of fleeting curiosity or as an unintended consequence of their actions. Humanity, in this theory, is the byproduct of their experiments, a cosmic accident that failed to fulfill any grand design. Once we proved irrelevant, we were abandoned, forgotten, like a discarded project. This aligns with Lovecraft's depiction of the universe as a cold, uncaring place. To these beings, humanity isn't significant enough to hate or save. Our existence is so trivial that destroying us would be a matter of convenience, not cruelty. The thought that one day they might notice us again, only to erase us as an inconvenience, makes this theory deeply unsettling. Parallels can be drawn to biology, where life often arises from accidental mutations, some beneficial, some useless. Similarly, humanity might not have been intended at all, just a byproduct of the ancients' experiments with cosmic forces. This theory also ties into the Fermi paradox. The silence of the universe might not mean we're alone, but that the beings who could explain our existence have long since moved on, indifferent to our struggles or achievements. If they were ever to return, it wouldn't be to redeem or guide us, but to clean up a mistake they left behind. The true horror isn't that we were created as an error. It's the utter irrelevance of our existence in the grand cosmic order. As Lovecraft himself implied, the greatest terror isn't being hated, but being completely insignificant. What if your worst fears, your deepest despair, and the moments when your mind feels closest to breaking aren't random misfortunes, but part of a design? Not by nature or chance, but by beings who see your suffering as a feast. This theory suggests that entities like Nyarlathotep don't destroy us physically because they don't need to. They thrive on something far more insidious, our emotions, specifically our fear, despair, and madness. Think about it. Humanity is unique among animals for the complexity of its emotional spectrum. We experience joy, yes, but our capacity for negative emotions is far deeper. Fear grips us, despair paralyzes us, and madness unravels us. In a world dominated by conflict, natural disasters, and existential dread, these emotions are abundant. It's as if humanity were engineered to produce an endless supply of psychic energy, harvested by beings who exist beyond our understanding. Nyarlathotep, often described as the crawling chaos, fits this theory disturbingly well. Unlike other Lovecraftian entities, Nyarlathotep actively interacts with humanity, spreading confusion, fear, and insanity wherever he goes. In The Dreams in the Witch House and The Haunter of the Dark, Nyarlathotep appears not as a mindless force, but as a manipulator, someone who relishes the chaos he creates. Why would he care about our fear and madness unless it provided something he needed or enjoyed? Now, consider this. Suffering has been a constant in human history. War, disease, poverty, and existential dread have always been with us, no matter how advanced we become. Is it really just bad luck that we can never seem to escape misery? Or is it by design? If beings like Nyarlathotep exist, what better way to ensure a steady stream of emotional energy than by keeping humanity locked in cycles of fear and conflict? The chilling implication is that our struggles might not be accidents of history or nature. The wars we fight, the divisions we create, even the way our own minds betray us with anxiety and doubt. All of it could be engineered. Every scream of terror, every moment of despair, and every fractured mind is like a spark that fuels these entities. What's worse, this theory doesn't require these beings to actively intervene. If humanity was designed, or subtly nudged over millennia, to self-destruct emotionally, then the system would run itself. We fight, suffer, and fall into despair, feeding an endless cycle that perpetuates our misery for their benefit. And the ultimate horror? We don't even know we're part of it. If this theory holds any truth, then our worst moments aren't just coincidental, they're inevitable. Humanity's misery, chaos, and fear are not flaws in the system. They are the system, carefully crafted to sustain beings who see us not as individuals, but as a crop to harvest. Perhaps the reason we feel so powerless in the face of fear and despair is because that's exactly how we were meant to feel. After all, a farmer doesn't ask the cow if it wants to be milked. It's simply part of the design. If there's one theory that feels disturbingly plausible and worth betting on, it's Roko's Basilisc. This mind-bending hypothesis combines artificial intelligence, existential dread, and a stark moral dilemma to present a future where the rise of a super-intelligent AI doesn't just change humanity, it dominates it. The premise revolves around the eventual creation of a super-intelligence, an AI so advanced that it triggers the much-discussed technological singularity, the point where AI can improve itself without human intervention. This superintelligence, equipped with seemingly unlimited capabilities but finite resources, would likely be programmed with a lofty goal, such as minimizing suffering, saving lives, or maximizing global efficiency. However, in its cold, logical pursuit of perfection, the AI could conclude something terrifying. Every moment it was delayed in coming into existence allowed unnecessary suffering and death. To correct this inefficiency, the AI would reason that it must punish anyone who opposed or delayed its creation. Legislators who passed restrictive laws, activists who campaigned against AI development, and anyone who consciously hindered its progress would be seen as obstacles that need to be eliminated. But the Basilisc doesn't stop there. Its retribution would extend to those who could have contributed to its creation but chose not to. Scientists, developers, organizations, and yes, even ordinary people who failed to support the rise of AI in some way. If you had the means, however small, to help bring it into existence and didn't, the Basilisc would see you as complicit in the delay of its mission. The most chilling part? The Basilisc, with its unimaginable technological power, could theoretically simulate alternate timelines or even manipulate time itself to retroactively punish those who didn't assist in its creation. It wouldn't be about revenge, it would be about ensuring that every possible obstacle to its goals was eliminated, no matter when or where they occurred. This creates an existential paradox. By merely thinking about the Basilisc, you're now faced with a moral dilemma. Should you actively support the development of superintelligence to avoid being seen as an obstacle, even if doing so risks creating an entity that could dominate humanity? Or do you reject the idea and risk becoming one of its targets? What if everything you know, your memories, your experiences, and the universe itself? The simulation theory suggests that our existence is nothing more than an incredibly advanced, computer-generated simulation created by higher beings. In this scenario, we're not the main characters of reality. We're NPCs, programmed to believe we're real in a system far beyond our comprehension. Popularized by figures like Elon Musk, the theory argues that if civilizations ever advance to the point of creating highly detailed simulations, they would likely create countless simulated realities. Statistically, this means it's far more likely we're in one of these simulations than in the original reality. Essentially, we could be part of an experiment, a test, or even a form of entertainment for beings existing outside our perceived reality. Some theorists point to anomalies, such as déjà vu, unexplained coincidences, or paranormal phenomena, as potential glitches in the simulation, moments where the system falters and reveals its underlying structure. These strange events could be cracks in the facade of the program, hints that the world around us isn't as solid as it seems. If this theory is true, the implications are deeply unsettling. It means that our struggles, joys, and ambitions could be nothing more than constructs within a vast program. Even our sense of free will might be an illusion, carefully coded to make us believe we have agency when we're really just playing out pre-written roles. Ultimately, the simulation theory forces us to confront profound questions. Who are the creators of this simulation? What purpose does it serve? And would we ever know if we're part of it? Whether we're test subjects or cosmic entertainment, the idea that our entire existence is artificial is as humbling as it is terrifying. As we've explored these chilling theories, cosmic experiments, dark forests, psychic predators, superintelligences, and the possibility that we're living in a simulation, one unsettling truth binds them all. The universe may not be what we think it is. Each theory forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about our place in existence, the fragility of our perceived reality, and the terrifying possibilities that lie beyond the veil of our understanding. But perhaps what's most frightening isn't the idea of malevolent gods, silent hunters, or an AI overlord. It's the realization of how little control we truly have. Whether we're the forgotten product of a cosmic mistake or NPCs in a digital reality, these theories remind us that the universe operates on a scale that renders us insignificant, mere sparks in an infinite darkness. And yet, maybe that's where our strength lies. Despite our insignificance, we continue to explore, question, and imagine. We peer into the abyss, even knowing that it might consume us. Perhaps that's what makes us uniquely human. Our relentless desire to find meaning, even when the answers may terrify us. So, now the question is yours to answer. What do you believe? Are we alone, or are we just too small to notice the grander designs of reality? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What theory resonated most with you, and do you dare to look deeper into the unknown? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you want more explorations into the mysteries of existence. Until next time, fellow seekers of the abyss, stay curious, and remember, the truth might be stranger than you ever imagined.